Hey everyone, Eatsleep from the Techies here, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can model a wine glass in Cinema 4D, or a goblet. It actually looks more like a goblet. And of course there are many ways to do this, but I'm just choosing to use the lathe tool, which in my opinion is the easiest. But you could loft some stuff, or you could actually take a picture of a wine glass, put it on a plane and trace it and all that, but it's too much work. Let's just go ahead and make one real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and change my view to the right view, just because how the lathe works, it wants to rotate around this y-axis. So if you do it in the top view or the front view, it looks a little weird. So the tool that we're going to be using is the Akima tool. So it's under Create, Spline, Akima. It also might be up here in your toolbar here, but it's not for me. So what I'm going to do is now just basically trace out what we want our wine glass to look like. So let's see. The cup is a little too small, but that's okay. We're just doing this for tutorial purposes. And we'll go down a little bit. What's really cool is you can actually just edit stuff very easily, so I can just select these two, and I want to go down a little bit, move these out, down a little bit as well. Then select the whole thing and move it closer. If you overlap, you get this really neat effect inside of the glass, so that does look really neat. But I'm just going to edit this just a little bit, make it look a little bit better. Okay, so cool. That looks pretty good. So now we're going to go over here to the Add HyperNurbs object and just click on Lathe, drag our spline into the lathe, and you can see from there already, if we go back to our perspective view, here is our goblet wine glass kind of thing, but look at that bottom, man. So let's go back and let's fix this a little bit. So you can either go into really any view you want, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do what I was doing before and actually move the little points around until we get something that looks pretty good. So click on our spline, and I'm going to move this in, make this smaller. Move these two down a little bit. And let's see how that looks. Looks much better, much better. Actually, it looks better than the one I did last time. Move those in. Okay. One thing I don't like about cinema is the rotation. Like you gotta hold one to move around like that. But anyways. Did I select the right one? I did not. Just want to kind of get rid of this hole a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just for my sake. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's a pretty good glass. Let's go ahead and move it up a little bit. Not bad, not bad. So let's go ahead and add some modifiers to it. I'm going to go ahead and add a new texture. Uncheck specular, uncheck color. We're going to go to transparency, and then add some refraction. You can add as much as you want. The more you add, the crazier it's going to get. So 1.04. Okay, so that's some pretty refractionless glass. The normal refraction amount would be like 1.8. But a thing that you have to take note is that if you did do what I did and you put your spline overlapping the y-axis or whichever rotation you chose, then you'll get some really crazy looking effects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and change it down to like 1.05. And of course here you can choose a different color if you want, but I'm not going to mess with that. So there we go, we added our glass texture. And now let's add some stuff so we can see what's going on. I'm going to just go ahead and add some grayscale gorilla stuff. I'll add you. Maybe daylight, I haven't used that before. And then softbox, why not? Go into here and from up, let's see what that looks like. See if that looks like anything. It looks pretty good. It's really hard to see with that daylight. We'll get rid of that. See what that looks like. That's really dark, of course. So let's just add a floor and render that out. It's still pretty dark, but you could definitely see what's going on here. So maybe we add a material, turn off specular, color, okay, maybe that'll help. It's probably because, I bet it's because of the refraction. We turn the refraction up, like 1.3. Then we can get some light refraction. Okay, there we go. So now, again, what I was talking about earlier, you kind of get this weird effect going on in the middle there, but here we can see the actual wine glass, and you can see the refraction amount really affects how you see it. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. Of course, you can mess around with this and do whatever you want. I'm going to try to make something where I've been messing around with real flow, and maybe we can get some liquids going in there and stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Eatsleep from the Techies. Be sure to check out the Techies website for great game and software reviews, as well as a database of all Techies videos. Also, please sign up to our forum where you can request a tutorial or just talk about something that interests you.